What's up everybody, Jameson Redding here with the Road Trip Angler. This week we're in the panhandle of Idaho on the St. Joe River chasing West Slope Cutthroat with Mike Dolmage from NRS.
Get up in there, get up in there, come on. It's like speed dating but for fishing.
We also might get to do a little bit of bass fishing out of the Approach 138.
I still got it, I still got it. Woo!
For this episode, I'm making my way almost all the way across the entire country to Idaho to hook up with the folks from NRS because they have a couple of boats that I haven't spent a lot of time in, and they have some species in water that I haven't got to fish yet.
It's been quite the drive from North Carolina. We've seen deserts, we've seen mountains, but we're about to pull into NRS, and the real adventure is going to start in just a few minutes.
Mike, good to see you, brother.
How's it going, man?
Good, man. You know, I've met Mike a few times, but I've never got to fish with him, so I'm excited to do that. So this is the Approach 138, huh?
Yeah, now we have the three-person version.
Sweet. Let's get her hooked up and do a little more driving.
Yeah, let's hit the road. We're gonna be traveling up into the mountains, the St. Joe Mountains in northern Idaho, about hour and a half, 2 hours north of Moscow, Idaho, and we're gonna be on the St. Joe River.
What a beautiful drive this is. We're heading from NRS's HQ over to the river we're going to be fishing, and the river dumps into this lake. This is Lake Coeur d'Alene, but just a beautiful scenic drive.
Any day on the river, it's always an adventure. The river is always changing. And so day one, we're going to do a scouting mission. There's a little bit of color on the water, but when it is crystal clear, you can see the fish just stacked up in here. It's always important to take a look at that water before you hit it.
It's the time of year that snow runoff is happening. So that snow is melting and the water is running down into the St. Joe and the flow is a bit higher. And Mike said that he had never really been on the river when it was that high before. So as we're driving up the river, I'm like looking out the window and thinking, are we sure this is like what we should be doing? Right now, Mike has us driving basically up this river and just watching insects are hatching and what's going on. He's looking at the watercolor, he's looking at the flow levels.
Like early in the year, you still want to see like stoneflies out here and some big topwater bugs. Let's keep going upriver. We'll see. I mean, things are already changing.
As we're looking at all this water, the higher up we go, the rougher it gets. And Mike is like, oh, we should go higher, we should go higher. There'll be less people there. That's because the people that went down the river there are dead.
Yeah, it's gonna be splashy. It's gonna be moving. There's a lot of water on the river right now.
Quite gorgeous.
Yeah, look at, I mean, it's moving. Up high, it's got a pretty good gradient. You're gonna see kind of a transition out of pine and canyons.
Mike's theory is that if it looks sketchy, no one has fished it. Therefore, the fish are less pressured. It looks sketchy, we shouldn't be on it in the first place, but Mike is a lunatic and we're gonna die.
You know, I love seeing him excited, maybe a little concerned about what's coming, but with my experience, we're gonna handle this more than adequately, and we're gonna be safe on the water, and we're gonna have a great time, and we're gonna catch some beautiful fish.
See him right here?
Right there?
Is that a salmon fly or is that just a moth?
So up here, yeah, it looked like there are some stones coming off. I'm excited to show Jameson the river. You know, this has been in my backyard for decades.
I think Mike has picked one of the sketchiest stretches we saw all day to run first thing in the morning. So we're gonna head back to the cabin, get some rest, get some gear prepped, and hit the water tomorrow. You were gonna run this little beside the sandbar?
Yeah, that looked like that was runnable, but
it's not now.
It's down.
Today, the water level has dropped about 6 inches and it's changed the whole dynamic really of the river.
That yesterday right there was a big hydraulic.
Now I would make bad decisions here, which would lead to you going into that.
It's spicy.
It changes
It has an attitude.
Yeah.
Conditions are great. I mean, we have bluebird skies, we have nice sun coming down into the canyon. Hopefully that gets the aquatic insects going. I think it's gonna be a great day on the water. In fact, I know it.
This season has been a little bit more about me fly fishing than most of the other seasons. So this trip, we're actually gonna be doing primarily fly fishing instead of conventional fishing. Mike says he's confident, but he says it with like a non-confident voice. So I'm not really sure what's about to happen, but we're getting on the river, so let's go have an adventure.
The St. Joe River is a blue ribbon trout fishery. Only a few rivers get that designation. The St. Joe River is one of those.
I don't know that you could fish this water any other way than in a boat like the Approach. A boat that someone can be on the sticks, controlling the flow and controlling the boat itself and the boat position so that you can have the best chance at making an accurate cast and catching those fish. I'm just not good with my forward cast. I'm afraid I'm gonna hit you. Or you.
Don't worry about me. We've got pinch barbs.
I looked back and saw them and I dropped my fly line.
It may be a little splashy, but don't worry. So the Approach 138, we have the thigh hooks for the bow angler and the stern angler for a reason. In water conditions like this, when the water is high and the water can get a little rowdy, you need to be locked into the boat. Jameson is gonna be standing up, angling, water's gonna be moving fast, maybe a little splashy. Probably what he's not used to is that these windows to target, a little bit slower moving water, they're gonna come at him quick. Once we go by him, there's no going back. We're going downriver.
There he is. Oh, you son of a, he came up and ate it. As we're floating down the river, I am making casts as quick as I can to try to hit those pockets that those fish are gonna be. And you have to be looking ahead and preparing and planning for that next cast because you're gonna miss some spots. There's just no way to safely stop the boat and work a section. You have to be quick and you have to get the fly in the right place as we're floating by.
So this is what we're still looking to get up on that bank, and I'm gonna turn you quick. Yeah, buddy. Go! When Jameson hooks up with a fish, as a rower, first and foremost, you're always staying calm. I don't want to make a certain move that puts stress on that line.
It's a fighter and there's a lot of current.
There's a lot of current.
It's hard to get him up.
Whew. No, don't grab the line.
There's nothing better than having everything finally come together and being able to land a fish. Beautiful west slope cutthroat right there. Look how beautiful that fish is. Bright orange. All right, we're gonna get her back in the water. Beautiful, beautiful fish. I think we're starting to figure them out. We've got some nice looking water coming ahead, so we're gonna just keep going, see what's up there. I think the most intimidating thing about the water wasn't necessarily how big the rapids were, but it was the fact that it just didn't stop. It was intimidating to me. I wanted to be able to row and let Mike get on the bow, but it was way above my pay grade. I wasn't ready to row on that water. Oh, I got wet. You did that on purpose.
Yeah, buddy. Get up in there. Get up in there. Come on. Look at that shelf.
Fish on. Woo! It's like speed dating, but for fishing. We're literally just going wide open down the river. Every little pocket, we catch a little fish, That's how we do it. Get her back. Where this dumps, there should be a big eddy on the left.
Yeah. We traveled 25 plus miles. That's a lot of river. And we're gonna transition into slower moving water. The river is gonna get wider. It's gonna become more gentle. You're gonna start to see a change in the scenery.
Mike's trying to kill us. Trying to kill us. I thought it'd be a good opportunity to talk about what we're finding success with. For my rod, I've got the Batson Rain Shadow Eternity 2. This is the 9-foot 5-weight 4-piece. For the tippet, I've actually got Seagar's Grand Max. This is really, really awesome fluorocarbon leader here. And I'm using the 10-pound. On the fly itself, we're throwing a sculpin pattern, so it's just a rabbit strip. So that's what's working right now. Hopefully it continues to work the rest of the day, but just wanted to share that with you guys. I still got it. Mike finally caught one. I don't know what he's been doing all day. Just sitting there, playing with his oars, doing nothing.